The legal profession has been self-regulating for decades. Nano, why, in your view, was it necessary to create the Legal Services Ombud?
I think it goes without saying that you cannot be a judge in your own cause. The public out there has been complaining that attorneys preside over their own cases where their colleagues are appearing before them, and it doesn't, send a sense of confidence to the communities, because some members of the public say that the decision would be expected. So you need an independent person to, investigate if the findings of the attorneys are appropriate. So you definitely do need an input also to promote the efficiency of legal services, the effectiveness thereof. The public interest has also to be promoted by a legal ombud.
What will the Legal Services Ombud deal with? Complaints from the public or from legal practitioners, or both?
It's going to deal with both.
Mainly from the public, I think, especially if there has been an inquiry, a disciplinary inquiry, and if the member of the public is not satisfied, he or she can ask the Ombud to investigate. The attorneys will have a right of appeal if they want to an appeal tribunal. And I think what Nano said about the Ombuds being there to inspire confidence in the public is of importance, because if you are then going to, if the complainant has lost the matter before the disciplinary committee and then goes to an appeal tribunal, which also consists of lawyers, there might be lack of confidence. So they have the right to go to the Ombuds. The attorneys will have the right to go to an appeal tribunal. And I think it's a very good, well thought out provision in the bill.
Praveen and Nano, as co-chairperson of the LSSA and in other roles as president of two of its constituent bodies, Praveen as a former president of one of the law societies, the KwaZulu-Natal Law Society, and Nano as current president of the Black Lawyers Association and former president of the Law Society of Northern Provinces. You have both been involved in the organized profession for a number of years. If the LSSA falls away, who will look after the interest of the legal practitioners?
I would say that it is a succession. The Legal Practice Council of South Africa will succeed the Law Society of South Africa. So there's not going to be sort of a new structure altogether. The difference being that we want all the legal profession to come together under one umbrella. I think Praveen may also, add things that I may have omitted, because he's been involved since day one, even today.
Well, the fact of the matter is that the LSSA was meant to be a temporary body, as Nano says. And the new Legal Practice Council is going to be the successor. It will take over the responsibilities of the old LSSA, except that it will be expanded. It will cover the position of the advocates as well. And we're hoping, both of us and I think the attorneys profession generally, that the advocates do come on board. So far, they haven't, and but from the discussions that we've had with leading figures at the bar on a one-on-one basis, this morning I spoke to a very senior advocate at the airport, and he said, no, we're coming around to it, and he was actually trying to persuade members of the bar to start looking more carefully at this bill and not to be overcritical. So I think from that point of view, we will get on board. What will take the place of the LSSA? We've largely been a trade union organization. The 4 provincial societies have been the regulatory bodies. And we've been fighting for this for some time. So, you know, that council will then represent the aspirations and the needs of all lawyers. One of the persons that will be appointed there is an appointee of the minister who will be there to see to the interests of government. So I think if one has that kind of position, then it must follow that the lawyers who are on it will be there to represent the interests of lawyers. And I'm not talking of the regulatory side of it, but to push their aspirations and what they expect to do and what they want to do for the public as a whole. Well, you know, for me, the important thing about the Transitional Council is that government is not prescribing to us how we must regulate our affairs. It says, let's create the framework and then you get around to doing what you have to do. If you look through the bill, you'll see a number of very important issues are left for determination by the Council. And for me, that means that we have the important role to play. I'm hoping that all parties come to the party.
Thank you, gentlemen. We will speak again once the bill is available for public comment.
It's my
Yes,
pleasure.
certainly.
It's my pleasure. Thanks.